Hey everyone, it's Aaron with Crypto Trends. Today, July 10th, 2019. Having some action on the Bitcoin chart. That's right, Bitcoin, Vechain, whole bunch of other alts. What is going on? Is it bullish? We'll take a look and see. Please keep in mind that this is not financial advice, just my opinion. So what is going on with the markets? Well, let's head on over to good old Binance. This is the Vechain versus USD chart, but let me go here and looking at all the alts and stuff under USD. Go ahead and sort this, okay? So our top three contenders here, leading the way: USD, SB, TUSD, USDS, PAX. Whole bunch of stable coins, right? So what has happened if we go over here? Let me bring up Bitcoin. Is that Bitcoin took a little drop? Yeah, it took a little drop. And let me make sure that I'm streaming here, okay? Hold on. Yay, I'm streaming. Okay. All right, so yeah, Bitcoin took a little drop. Let's take a look at it over here. And lo and behold, it did this in, when did this actually start happening? 7 o'clock, okay? And it's just been dropping ever since. This is on the 1 hour chart. And one thing to note here is that, is this a bullish sign? Where is it going? Where do you think it's going to go? Well, if we take a look here, just looking at this chart, we can see that we have an interesting pattern like that, pretty much. Okay, if you're in the pattern, that's the giant V pattern. Kind of like this, okay, guys? Anyway, you can say, oh, this is a double top. Oh, this was just kind of like a double head and shoulders. Whereas like this, right? Yeah, double head and shoulders. It was a healthy correction. But anyway, we're basically right here at this point, okay? And that's not too bad. I mean, if we take a look from where it came, we're really not sitting that bad. If we go way back here, come back up to the bottoms there, okay? Let me get it here. Okay, what points am I looking at? This point here and then this point here. Basically extend that out, and lo and behold, that's our pretty much our growth chart. Yes, you can base it on points that are very, very early on in the stage. Okay? That's one of the tricks out there. Anyway, so what is going on? Well, this is its line. Okay? This is its line. And it had a little bit of a snafu down here. That's just a lower bounds test. Went up and did an upper bounds test, and now it's going low again. All right, let's go take a look at this over on my other chart that I like to use on TradingView. So let me bring up the one that I use, BTC, USD, and I like to look at it on Bitfinex. And let me turn on my little, oh, looks like they might have killed all my fancy, there's all my fancy lines. Okay. So if we mark this up, this is marked up according to Wyckoff. So check out Wyckoff if you haven't. But anyway, as far as Wyckoff goes, what we have, let me go ahead and mark this up real quick. So at this point, we have the automatic rally, the AR. Okay. And then I'm just going to click on him. Control V, Control C, Control V. This up here. Well, that's the buying climax. There's a secondary test. We just label that an ST. Yeah, right there. I'll do that one next. Preliminary supply. So what I like to do on the preliminary supply, which is like a first sign that supply is coming into the market, it does like a big scoot in here so you guys can see. What it does is it precedes a buying climax. It goes up and then it comes back down. It comes back down because that means supply is coming into the market. So that's the signs that they're starting to become sellers. Okay, and as you notice here, yeah, this went way up, but also where the close is, right where my cursor is, it came all the way back down. But yet there was still this momentum to push it up here to the buying climax. And somebody let their foot off the gas, right? And down it went. But anyway, it came back down here to where buyers returned. Comes up and it does secondary tests, does multiple tests, and then it comes back down, usually right around this line of the first AR, the automatic rally, automatic recovery. Different names for it, but it's I call it automatic rally. So we have this line here for the bottom of the automatic rally. And often, very often, it comes down and does a lower bounds test. Okay. And then it just goes up and it does a test again of the secondary test. And this one came up and it failed. Cool thing, though, is that right here, it didn't come all the way down low. Very cool thing. Tried to bring it down again. Very cool. It failed going down. That's a nice thing. And what we wound up with is a nice little upward trend. So this is our micro upward trend, okay? And if we look at this trading range here, it's really not looking that bad. It came down here, it did a correction. I'm looking at this as being, because of the veracity of the plunge, is that it's actually a good sign. And you might be thinking, oh my gosh. But yeah, it's actually a good sign. Let's go down here. This is on the 2-hour chart on Bitfinex BTC USD. Let's go down here to the 5-minute. Okay. So we're having this plunge, right? Boom, boom, boom. And then we had a huge sell. See that sell in the volume? And the sales were increasing. Huge sell. But the thing is that what happened is that it came all the way down, but then it bounced back up. Almost to the halfway point. Okay? That's real significant. And then it's pretty much recovered here and has gone above this halfway point. Okay? In a very short period of time. So this was actually, see, look at that huge. That's actually a good sign. Because on things that large, what they're doing is that they're clearing stops. So this is yet another stop hunting where people have their stops and it's to clear it. And you better believe that these people that are doing this know where these stops are. Okay? You better believe it. Let me kill that. Okay, so that is actually bullish. And then here we are recovering. So we are recovering fairly short amount of time. Plus, just looking at this candle right here. See how minuscule that volume is on this particular candle here, the second one? See how minuscule that volume is? But yet how large the bar is in correlation to the size of the volume. It's big. That means that a heck of a lot of supply has been eaten up, okay? Because when it goes down, don't forget, for every sell there has to be a buy. So I see this as a tremendous amount of buys all in this area. Plus, it cleared out a whole bunch of shorts. Not shorts, but stop orders, right? This is stop hunting. It's to freak people out to create liquidity. And lo and behold, look, it's going up right now. As I have this thing that said like bullish. See, bullish is just a shakeout. This is bullish. Lo and behold, it's recovering already. A lot of people are probably freaking and have been freaking that they haven't been looking or waiting for this to happen. Okay, the cool thing is that it's not at a terrible level. We're not this far from this line up here. and it's still going up. This is on the 5-minute chart, guys. This is on the 5-minute chart, and gals. So I mean, there it goes. It's doing its thing. Will it come up? Probably. It'll probably come up here and then try to go down again. It's going to retest this area to make sure that everybody that's going to sell is going to sell here. So they have the coins. They want the coins. They need the coins for the future. And so we'll just see who is still willing to sell. Amazing. But yeah, so you can expect some stuff coming up and down. Right now it's going up. They like to work their way around, not at the very top of these lines, but about a third down. Okay, so you take this like spike where it levels off. You could call it the neck, and take the next bar, if it's a big one like this one, take that about a third way down from the top. So right around where I have this yellow line, yes, that's where I'm expecting it to come up. And if it passes that, great. It could just keep on going. Okay, because in my opinion, this whole thing is geared up to be a stop hunt. So if we go out here, so that's at the 5-minute. That's a really short time period. Let's go look at the hour. Okay, so it's just a great big wick, right? Just a great big wick. Let me see if I can clear that yellow line off of there. There. Let me kill this one here and then that one here. So there you go. So if we're just looking at these bars here, and it makes a little bit more clear, right? Up here, this is a BART, okay, standard BART. But then it had enough juice to dump it a bit, and it freaked some people out. Wham, wham, wham. Gave an opportunity to say, hey, let's go ahead and try to test low. Okay, that's what's happening. But look how far up that pushed. That is bullish. Look how far up. This one came back down and it went back up. Right now it's at its very top. This is on the 1 hour. That's bullish. Okay. Look at the volume on the green right here, corresponding to the large size of this bar. Let's go ahead and draw that out, shall we? Let's see if we can draw a line. Okay, so there's our line, right? And let's compare it. Let's go over to, let's say this one right here. So that one's about twice the height, right? And if we chop it here, what I'm looking at is the volumes here. I'm looking at the height of this bar on the volume, and then the height of this volume here on this large bar. Now what we have here is that right now it's about a third of this larger one. So that means that it was able to go up a greater percent, that there was more results occurred, from basically, let's say, an equal amount of effort. Okay, this one to push up that high actually took more effort than this one did. So that's a good sign. This is like leverage, okay? This is leverage where they have supply in their control. Okay, guys? I hope you understand that. Not put your questions, okay? I try to answer pretty much all the questions. And so, yeah. So that's what's going on with Bitcoin. If we go back over, yeah, I mean, it's here. Let me go over here and let me scroll out here. Okay, so this thing right here, this AR, if you haven't watched my videos or know anything about Wyckoff stuff, that's okay. Up here, this BC, the buying climax, is at the top. And at the bottom here where I have a mark, that's the automatic rally. And in between those 2 points is what's called the trading range. And so it can bounce up and down in between those 2 lines is what we generally expect. And we expect some dips down low. Those are good things. We might see another one come down low. If it comes down low, that would be actually bullish. I know you're thinking, what? How could that be bullish? Because what happens then if it does come down low and does a retest here, it could go lower down to this line here. And then if it does that, that usually would result in something in Wyckoff terminology that we call a spring, because that would be low enough. And it doesn't have to come all the way down here. It could actually happen, a spring could actually happen at this level of this white area, where it could come down and just take off. That's a spring. This is what we look for and wait for. Let me kill that. Let me kill that. But as far as like panicking and stuff goes, no, I'm not panicking. It happens. See here, down in here, where I had this white line here, previously marked up. Let me scroll in here so you can see it and go back in time, right? Okay, so we had our buying climax, our automatic rally, and it came down once, down twice, came way down. It's like, holy cow. But that was just a big BART, right? Anyway, it tried to come back up and then took another dump. And it went into a previous range, okay? That was a spring, which was the cause for this result, okay? It went from 7.7 all the way up to almost 14, right? Those are the beauties of springs. And so if it comes down here, ooh, where do you think it could go? Put your thoughts in. Let me know, okay, guys? Yeah, exciting stuff. I mean, right now it's late. I'm like tired, you know? But, yeah, give me your thoughts. Where do you think this is going to go? For me, if it goes below here and touches this, or even down to this white line, down to the 89,900 range, that's going to pick my ears up if it gets down here. Because going back not so long ago, hey, look at that huge dump down there below that AR. It took a huge dump, whammo. So if we go back down into a previous trading ranges area, per se, yeah, that's actually bullish. So for me on this, I'm bullish for a little while, okay? For a little while, I am expecting it to come up and test at some point in time this buying climax. Then, instead of it going up, see this big box? Yeah, I've had that on the chart for like must be months now. I'm looking for it to eventually hit this box for some time in the future. Okay? So we'll see what happens. Does it have to? No. It could just continue to keep going up and just blow by 14. You know, we'll see. I mean, it could totally disrespect. Bitcoin tends to disrespect everybody. That's all I can say. That's for sure. It's just full of disrespect. Anyway, what do you guys think Bitcoin's going to do? For right now, I'm not, you know, if it comes down here, I'm not that worried. If it comes down here, I'm really not worried. 1 Bitcoin is still worth 1 Bitcoin. If you're a day trader, hey, you might be a little bit worried and whatever. But for me, yeah, I'm looking for a test in the upper bounds, as well as then after that some more tests down here on the AR, because that's just the nature of it. So it could just continue to go down, do a test, and then come up and then do another test. Okay, that would be perfectly normal. For it to even come down here would be perfectly normal. So it's not doing anything out of the unusual. A lot of people are stressing out, and for me it's just, yeah, it's just doing its thing, man. Anyway, so yeah, going back here, looking at some other stuff. A lot of things are just in the dumpers, right? If we, yeah, just sort this. Who's really sucking wind? Qtum sucking wind at down 23%, man. Ontology down 21. EOS 21 down. Wow. Bitcoin ABC, formerly known, I guess otherwise known as Bitcoin Cash, right? 19% down. Anyway, things aren't doing so great here, right? There's nothing up. Matic is up. Imagine that. I was having fun just doing some real minor trades on this just for practice. Mainly, most of them were on paper. The other ones are just for minuscule amounts, just practice. But yeah, so I had a huge pump today. took it down and like, hey, let's bump it up again. So we'll see what happens with Matic. So that's making a turnaround. If we go back and take a look at BTC, do the same thing. Syndicator suck and win. Aunt, Qdom. Okay, who's doing good? RCN up 40%, 39 right here. Dent, Doc. There's Matic again at 16%. Okay, great. Let's go take a look at Vechain. Take a look at it versus USDT. Big dump. Wow, imagine that. Everything kind of did. This is on the 1 hour. Let's go out to the 4. Okay, this is versus USDT. Notice this absolutely huge trading range. We have our selling climax here on this bottom white line, and our automatic rally here at this white line, and our buying climax way up here. So this has an absolutely huge trading range. And yeah, it came out of the doldrums way down here, and it's just now kind of approaching this lower selling climax. Okay, but it looks like it's finding. If we go here, whoops, and scroll back over, it came down and it's bouncing back up. Let's go to the 5 minute. There you go. Scroll on over, see if we can see anything. Okay, yeah, sell, just following Bitcoin, right? And it's bouncing back up. Okay, so pretty much the same thing that we have for Vechain and the others. Now this one probably won't recover quite as much. Do I see it coming straight up here? Well, the Vechain is a little bit special because of its manipulation. Hardcore manipulation. So that's the general trend of where they're taking this bad boy, or where they want to take it. So instead of it coming way up here, I'll probably just come up here and just continue the follow down. So we'll see. And I'm looking at this thing down about 60. We'll see if it hits 60. Okay, I am looking for a recovery. It could do that. It could also just continue to say, okay, well, I'm down here, and since I'm down here, yeah, we're gonna just pretty much take a parallel line and just continue along with our bots, because it just kind of pushed us down a little bit quicker than where we wanted to go. So we'll see. I mean, that's all guesstimate. We'll see. I mean, the thing could just skyrocket from here. It's Vechain. So we'll see. We'll see, guys. But Vechain is a very long-term hold for me. A short time period for me is, you know, a day is a short time period. Okay, so there's that. Let's take a look at it versus BTC real quick, and then I'll take off. Vet BTC. Yeah, so it's just taking its dump, doing its thing. This is interesting. Huge selling climax AR, huge trading range. Big, huge buy right here. So this is actually interesting, guys. And gals, of course. Big, huge buy. This is actually looking even more bullish versus the BTC. Let me bring this up. Okay, so what do we have? A huge buy. What does that do? That signifies momentum. We have some more large buys going on. Pretty dang good sized buys in this area. That's good. Force it up. What else do we have? More buys. That's good. So we'll see. There's a lot of downward pressure on this thing. And there has been for quite some time. But what do we have here? We actually have declining, a steeply declining angle for the sells. And we are starting to have diminishing volume for both sales and buys, which is an interesting thing, because if we take that in combination with the volatility, the amplitude, and basically the waves of the chart, so how high the amplitude is the volatility. So that is decreasing. So you can think of it as a decreasing wedge going from tops or bottoms, right? It makes a triangle. So the volatility is decreasing. Addition to that, we have a tightening spread. A tightening spread, which is interesting. And that is yet again a bullish sign. So this right now to me is looking bullish. Yay, finally. It's looking like this could actually be, because it is, I mean, look at this, guys. This is the single largest buy going all the way back. Okay? Going all the way back versus BTC. By far. By far. Look at that huge, huge buy. Enormous. It only spiked it up this amount. That amount should have spiked it way up here. Okay? That goes to show you how much down pressure is on this thing. Heavily, heavily, heavily manipulated. So this should be, I'm trying to clean my chart up here because looks like my room, it's a mess. So you guys see that absolutely huge buy. Very interesting. Okay. Let me kill this. You guys can obviously see it's going down right there. But this is what we would call stopping volume. Okay. Can it stop this trend? Because this overall trend is from here down, but it's actually from way up here, this AR. This huge trend, okay? This one bumped up because of the anticipation for their meeting in San Francisco, right, in the U.S. So there was some stuff going on there. So this was rumor. Buy the rumor, sell the news type of thing. And then the spike here, that was from Walmart announcement. And that's it. And it's just been going down, 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 down. Acting terrible, 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 terrible on price. Totally is in the gutter. But huge, huge, huge buy interest. That should be stopping volume to slow down this momentum. And so we'll see. And it looks like, as you can see, it came down here, it shot it back up. So it should be slowing it down. Okay? And then perhaps like that, we'll see what happens. But I do like the fact that we're having a decrease in the sells. So maybe somebody that had a whole bunch of coins got bought up. They no longer have them. So they have to go buy them back in and buy them before, because you got to have the coins if you want to dump it, right? So we'll see if they do that again. Somebody bought their coins, so we'll see, hey, are they going to go back in, buy, force the price up a bit, and then dump it slow and bleed like they have been. We'll see. I don't know. But right now, this is looking bullish to me. Am I saying buy it? No. I mean, look at this. Overall downtrend. Down, 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 down. Am I saying sell it? No, I'm not saying anything. What I do suggest, though, is that you do your research on Vechain. That's VET. Huge, huge. It's one of the most interesting projects out there. A look at its partnerships. Very, very interesting. If you haven't looked at it, you might be amazed. Anyway, that's about it, guys. Gonna go see if there's anybody on the chat. Say hi real quick. Take off. Please like, subscribe, get notified. All that good stuff. So hey, there are peoples here. Awesome. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. I really appreciate it. I was just doing like a pretty low-key thing. I'm looking at BTC. A lot of people are stressing about it. And Vechain. And really overall, things to me aren't looking that bad. Anyway, get on with the chat. So, hi everyone. Yeah, we live, baby. That's right, Gail. We live. And then Scout Sniper wants to know, hey, what do I think of the retracement of BTC? Yeah, I think it's a stop hunt. I think it's a stop hunt, man. Let's go over back here. It's like nothing out of the ordinary. You can tell I'm not like stressed out. I'm not excited. It's just, yeah, okay, whatever. And that's, yeah. I mean, look at the macro trend. This blue line here. It's like, yeah, well, okay, fine. No biggie. Now, if you're playing this day to day, swing trading, or you're doing shorter time periods and you're in the market because you're looking for crypto to pay your rent, then you're probably stressing out. But for me, just, yeah, it's doing its thing. So the gal says this market is crazy and unpredictable. We're going to look like geniuses in the years to come if we can manage to hodl. Yep. Hey, dances. Yeah, Han is a shark, man. He says, yeah, man, this shakeout is glorious. Yeah, man. Yeah, it is. What do you do when it's low? I don't know. You tell me. What do you do? Say, oh gosh, I wish I would have bought back in here. When, that's what you're saying when it's up here. Oh, here's your chance if that's what you wished, right? Glorious, glorious. Yeah, interesting times. Vet is looking very, very glorious. Glorious times, man. And Han says Vet's ready to blow. Yeah, we'll see. Everyone was expecting that after Walmart. Hopefully it does. We'll see. It does have that huge buy, right? I was showing you guys, yeah. Nartese says, already making bank off the dip. Well, good for you. Congratulations. I'm not being facetious. I mean that. Good for you. Yeah, BTC retrenchment is fine. In fact, BTC is holding pretty strong. Also, alts are taking a big hit. The dumpy ones are. Vechain, it's doing a lower bounds test, man. This is a multi-year campaign for Vechain, okay? If you're in the short term, and I'm talking like in the next few weeks or months, Vechain's probably not for you, man. This is a multi-year pattern going on, okay, for Vechain. There's a lot of people that go in and try to trade, and they get burned, okay? That's what they say in Reddit, from what I've heard. They buy here, whatever, and it comes down here and they get all freaked out. For me, this is like delicious. This is like what I look for. I look for people saying, oh, this is crap, this is over, it's done. All the bad stuff. That's when I start getting hungry. What's that saying? When there's blood in the streets, right? So if you see something that's all bloody, hey. Not saying buy right now, guys. Do your research. You know what I mean. So RT bought some, dumped his alts to buy the dip. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we each have our own thing going on that works for us, and so hey, it works for you, great. Yeah, Vet's 56 sats. That's crazy. Yeah. That's right, Mark. Alt season is a myth. Utility is the long-term truth. Yeah. Alt season? Call it hunting season. Except when they get shot. They're not going to recover, man. I'm not expecting for a lot of these coins that are down to recover a whole lot, you know? You're going to continue to have the pump and dumps, but there's very, very few coins out there. I mean, you can count them, all of them, out of all the thousands of coins out there. The ones that, let's put it this way, have survivable energy. And count them all on both of your hands, okay? 10 or less coins out there. Rest are just crap. That doesn't mean they might not have good price action. Okay? Yeah, you can still get some pumps out of them. That's what you're looking for. But most of the coins out there are crap. And that's okay. So Kyle said, hey, I put a buy order in for 54 sats. I never thought I'd get filled. Whammo, bammo. There you go. Congrats, man. That's how you do it. Good job, Kyle. And RT likes the 8,500. Yeah, let's go back and see where I have that. Yeah, I have that on TradingView, I believe. BTC, USD, Bitfinex chart. Yeah. Oh no, you can see all my secret boxes where the chart just ate through them, right? Even this one here. Yeah. So top of that bad boy, 81. Ooh, we'll see. 85, yeah, it could go there. Yeah, we'll see. Could take this one and just extend it over. What's that green box? 10, 1, yeah. Could do lots of things. Yeah, way back here I had 10,663. That was real close to the automatic rally. I had that charted a long time ago. Guys might have remembered when I put that on the chart. So yeah, we'll see. But I mean, if we look at it at this level, if we lose, let's do this. We're looking up here at this area here. This is on the daily, okay? We have a buying climax. We have a huge volume. Yeah, big buy, it got it up to here. Huge sell volume. That is a lot of downward pressure. With, yeah, some good sized volumes, but not huge volumes, okay? I mean, they're pretty damn big, but they're not the size of these two. And anyway, it went up. Huge down. Now, the thing is on here, I've spoke about this on several videos. At the top of a level, a relative level at top, okay? When the next bar is a down bar. Down bar meaning, yeah, it could go down, but the thing is what makes it a down bar is just the close. The close of the of this bar was below the close of the previous bar. So that makes it a down bar. Now when you have that at a top of an area on high volume, that is an indication. Doesn't mean it's proof, but it's an indication of a continued downward trend. Now, if I just drew that line there, how does that resonate with you? Yeah, you could have some choppiness going down here, but how does that look to you? So we'll see. It definitely can go down and test these levels. It'll eventually come up and test this level. When? I don't know. But I'm guessing sometime. Let's see, I'm not guessing. Estimation, sometime in this time period it'll hit this. So we'll see. We'll see. But you're like an 8,500. Hey, we'll see what happens, right? Hey, PA, that's right. TA has been doing good. Yeah, let's go take a look at TKY. TKY is the key. You can pick it up on Qcoin. It has like some of the strongest partnerships out there. And I don't know if you want to call the Chinese government a strong partnership or the People's Bank of China strong. Yeah, there you go. Anyway, here's TKY. This is versus USD. A lot of nice volume here. This is on the 2 hour. Let's go ahead and take it out to the day. Scroll in. There we go. So yeah, some nice volume, and it's been doing well. had a nice pickup here with a whole bunch of buys. Isn't that interesting? Whole bunch of buys. That's on USD. Let's see what it is on BTC. I don't want that. TKY. BTC. There it is. So it looks like BTC finally gaining strength against Bitcoin. And this is when Bitcoin is doing great. Yeah. So the key looks like it hopefully has found its bottom. At really low. I mean, nothing. Pathetic low amount. Can't go much lower, one would think. But definitely do your research on this project, okay? This is, in my opinion, very, 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 it's very high value, okay? Definitely not reflected in the price. Same as Vechain. There's some other coins out there, very, very high value coins, but yet they're the ones that are the most manipulated down. Isn't that interesting? So yeah, the key. Do your research on the key. TKY, you can pick it up on Qcoin if you like. Yeah, utility is the long-term truth. Yeah, if you're looking at utility coins, TKY and Vechain. Okay? Big time utility on both of them. Okay, RT brings up a good question. With a trade war going on, how successful can VET execute? It can be very successful. Keep in mind, the trade war is smoke and mirrors, okay? It's smoke and mirrors. It's a distraction. The trick is, what is it distracting you from? That's the real thing to look at. But what do we have as far as Walmart goes? Well, we know from previous articles on Walmart with Vechain that it invested $100 million into infrastructure improvements to help get it so Vechain can be utilized in its logistics for Walmart China, right? A little bit more recent, we hear Walmart's going to invest $1 billion. Yeah, $1 billion into infrastructure improvements for logistics. Walmart isn't fooling around. Vechain will give them a competitive advantage beyond belief. Can save them a ton of money, as well as their vendors. So am I worried about Vechain? No. It's just, I mean, it's being manipulated down, and that's just part of the game. Every market is manipulated. That's just the name of the game. People are just getting tired of it. And that happens because, going back to Vechain, let's bring up their chart again. BTC, VET, USDT. There we go. Scroll to the day. Get rid of this. Pull that down. Okay, so what do we have here? In the stock market, if you're not familiar, they have a saying. It's called shake 'em out and then wear 'em out. Okay? So this whole first area here, that's the shakeout. And then wear 'em out. Okay? That's what they're doing. They're getting the holders because Vechain has some hardcore hodlers, man. The most hardcore. Hardcore hodlers. They are not going to shake your coins loose. That's all there is to it. If it goes low, people just buy more, man. They don't have fiat. What do they buy it with? VThor. That's right, man. Vechain special, in my opinion. But anyway, yeah, they're trying to do a shakeout and then a wear out. It's not really happening quite as they planned, right? Also, keep in mind, look at this downward trend. So we have a downward trend, 2, 3. So usually things happen in sets of 3. So what can we expect now? 1, 2, 3. Just a little tip, keep your eyes open for. Will it do that? Don't know. What am I talking about? Oh, look at this. 1, 2, 3 tops, huh? Interesting, huh? 1, 2, 3. In Qigong, you have 3 dantians, or energy centers. Upper, middle, lower. Interesting stuff. 3 is an important number. Yeah, let me kill that. Okay, I'm going to go and get a few more questions here, and then I'm going to take off. Yeah, everything is possible in crypto. That is absolutely for sure. It can go up, it can go down, whatever. Yeah, and you can dollar cost average, you can buy at the dip, you can whatever. Everybody has their own thing. Some people just buy periodically. Oh, it's Monday, I'm buying. You know, that type of thing. Yeah, but I think this is definitely a shakeout. See what BTC's doing. Is it going up again? Scrolling on in. Yeah, I mean it's recovering. Let's go into the 3-minute. Okay, yeah, so it dropped down and hey, yeah, we're going up and it looks like it's stabilizing a bit. Looks like yeah, we might get a green candle up here to this one. We'll see. Don't follow that, but yeah. To me, that looks like the pattern. If it's going up, it could go up here to this area, and we'll see what happens there. And it could drop a second after it does that, right? Mark, you're right. That price action would be due to Walmart. You know, for more products because they have 23 out and they have planned 123 products across multiple product lines. So that should help do something. Should help vet out a bit. We'll see. Interesting thing, as well as a U.S. compliant exchange called Ocean X. Yeah, one thing about Vechain is that they definitely want to stay within the good guidelines and regulations of whatever government that they're operating with. So they want to stay in good regard with China, and they want to do the same thing for the U.S. They want to remain compliant. Why? Because it's business. Okay? Not just business, but enterprise business level. That's Vechain. Yeah, people have a short-term memory, Gil. Yeah, just scrolling through these here, right here. And guys, don't put other coins down. Okay? They could be garbage coins, but they could still have some price action. I'm just saying I really like Vet because of its strong partnerships and stuff, and I like the I worked in the logistics field for many a year. I also like the key. But look at the price, man. Price sucks on both. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Price sucks on both. But it all depends. Is it a buyer's market or a seller's market? You know, what side of the market are you in? Are you in this to do trading, or are you in this for long term? So things that look like garbage could be gold. Just scanning through this. Yeah, keep your eyes on Vechain Thor. A lot of activity on the mainnet, guys. To get to that, you can go to, I'll show you. VForge. It's vforge.com. Click on that button. Takes you to explore.vforge.com. These are real transactions. Real world transactions that cost money. And not a tiny vapor amount of money either. Okay? These cost money to write data to the blockchain. And right here, 1 million. Here, 842,000. 738,000. This one, the day is still young. We're already at 173. Yeah. These are the transactions on Vechain. Thanks, RT. Glad you love the channel. Appreciate it, man. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, get notified, guys. I was like so happy I passed 3,000 viewers, man. some other YouTubers get that in a day. But I'm not them. So that's a good day. Good question, RT. How much influence does China have over VET? Well, consider they work with the Chinese government, okay? It's like partnership. They're doing things with them. So they want to keep they want to stay on the good side of them. Because they're doing a lot. I mean, they have BYD there and you know, they're doing a lot with China. So it has a lot of influence. But also keep in mind that Vechain is out of Singapore. And Singapore is not China. No, it's not China. They happen to speak Mandarin, and they speak English, and some other languages there. But as far as it being China, Singapore is not China. It's its own little island country. But, you know, because they do have a lot of business ties there, they do have influence. But Vechain also has ties with a lot of other countries. Look at Italy, for instance. The wines. Yeah. And don't forget about DNVGL. Where are they from? Europe, right? Yeah. Vechain has an office in Paris, right? Yeah. So it's not like they have 100% influence. They do have influence, yeah. They're you know, they give respect to China and stuff, but it's not like China will say jump and Vechain asks how high, other than beyond business relations practices. That's my opinion, of course. I can't speak for them, but that's how I see it. Rhetorical question. Great concept, but is it the truth, IOTA? Yeah, there's nothing about Vechain that's fake. Vechain is a total scam. Okay? It's a total scam. SCAM. Strong company and management. Alright? That's Vechain. DNVGL. Enormous. world's largest certificate issuer for ISO. That's DNVGL. They certify. They actually issue the ISO certifications. Huge. Is it better than IOTA? No. I mean, is IOTA better than them? I don't think so. I like Vechain way better. Vechain has working product that's there. It's showing transactions. It has a lot of partnerships that are real deal. IOTA has some. IOTA is one of the better ones out there compared to a lot of the coins. But for me, I just happen to prefer Vechain. If you like IOTA, hey, put it down. Why do you like IOTA, right? Put it in the comments. Thanks for the question. Okay, guys. Well, thanks for all your questions and stuff. I'm going to call it time for me to bail. But, yeah, like, subscribe, get notified. If you have any questions after this video's done, put them in the comments. I try to answer them all. What do you think Bitcoin's going? What do you think Vechain's going? What do you think IOTA's going? EOS looks like it's going in the toilet right now. It's down 21%. I just saw that. It's like, oh, what a big dive. But it looks like it's doing a slow recovery thing like everything else. So we'll see what happens. Wow, this does actually have an interesting stair-step pattern to it, doesn't it? Stare down, stare down. We'll see where this goes. Anyway, have a good one, guys. Talk to you later. Like, subscribe, get notified. Bye.